All right, hello. My name is Baback, or as you may know in North Vancouver, I'm Coach Bobby. I'm the general manager of our North Vancouver location here at Jump Gymnastics, and I love what I do. So let's find out why.
Cool.
I've been working at Jump for over 4 years now. I think it was about April, end of April, 4 years ago that I got hired. Whether that's 2015 or 16, math is not my forte, maybe, but 4 years ago, and I love every day of it. I learned so much, and it's just great to be interacting with kiddos and an amazing group of coworkers and staff. Okay, so a little bit of background information from me. Sports was a big time pastime. I spent a lot of hours in my backyard with my brother. He's 7 years older than me, so I always had to play catch up with him. But we practice all sports. I focus right now mostly on soccer, but growing up it was soccer, hockey, basketball, football, frisbee, all sorts of things, swimming, biking, everything. So just being active, being exposed to different things, trying new things out, never saying no to different activities. Always want to just keep moving. And in terms of schooling, I grew up first wanting to be an astronaut. That didn't happen, and then I wanted to go into broadcasting and journalism, but a combination of not having the required grades or voice or look uh, didn't work in my favor for that. And I just went into school for arts and communications. Very, very general, very broad. Like most people, I did not get a job in what I studied, but I couldn't be happier with what I'm doing currently. So it just shows that you like and whatever you want as long as you are focused and you work hard towards that. I would say my coaching and life philosophy are very similar. It would be uh, try everything and to do your best. So to just get yourself out there to try it, because then you won't know if you like it or not unless you try it. It's like listening to a song. You can't say, "Oh, I don't like that song. I've never heard it before." You have to try it. You have to see what it's like for yourself. And when you're doing something, just do your best. Go all out. Winning isn't everything, but wanting to win sure is. So try your best with everything. All right, what do I value in teaching my classes? That's a really good question because, especially at Jump Gymnastics, we consider so many different things when it goes into teaching our classes. When I first started, it was all about fun. Fun, Bobby, let's go, let's have fun, let's smile, let's laugh. Maybe don't worry too much about listening or following. Let's just have fun. And then as I grew more into the role, it was totally about safety. Let's make sure everyone knows what they're doing, being safe, the fundamentals, landing properly, knowing exactly what you're doing, understanding. And now it's more about teamwork, collaboration. You know, just getting everyone involved, having that communication. It might sound like I'm saying a million different things, but they're in the realm of just working hard, working together, and then yeah, asking questions, creating a good relationship with them, having honest communication, and really working towards setting goals together. They might not know it, but subliminally or otherwise, we'll work towards that. And that's what I find is really valuable for coaching and for seeing results in the gym, at least with the kiddos.
I love like
Coach, this is always tricky because I don't like speaking of myself much. I'm much better at noticing others. In terms of myself, I know I'm pretty good at motivating the kids, getting them enthusiastic, getting them wanting to try new things, exposing them to something new that they may have never seen before, and seeing just their eyes light up and then wanting to try it. I would say that would be my first strength, is just getting on the same page as them and getting them ready to go for class. I would say also in terms of identifying their skills, I can very quickly understand if they're capable, if they're comfortable, how their feet work, how they move, how they land, all that stuff, their coordination. So I can assess them pretty quickly, and then I giving them more challenges to keep going, to keep leveling up, to keep growing, to keep challenging themselves. So once you can get that, and that becomes a strength as a coach, you'll notice the kids themselves will start challenging themselves, trying new things, being creative. When a kid gives me a really cool idea, and then I use that the next week, and I give them credit. Don't worry, it's not. There's no So keep being creative, keep being original. Um, but yeah, I would say those are my strengths. Just really getting down on a personal level with the kiddos. Not as much like this is your coach, you have to listen, but this is your coach who's also going to be your friend in the gym and who's going to give you all the tools you need to succeed and to have fun. In terms of things that I'm proud of, I'm really proud when we get more kids registering into our program when they come for the first time and they absolutely love it and they want to sign up, they want to register. When I see our registration numbers are getting higher and they're toppling our previous uh, all-time highs, I like that. I feel really good about that. Obviously, it's a bit different nowadays because all our numbers have gone significantly lower, but this is the context that we're working with, and considering everything, even seeing a slight rise in numbers from 0 to just a few is good too, because it's all relative, and it's just a sign of what we're doing here is working, and people value that and they have belief in what we're teaching. So that makes me incredibly proud. It makes me really uh, happy to be working at such a place that allows me the space to grow, and it gives the kids, the families, that just that peace of mind and that knowledge of knowing or learning new skills. So that always makes me feel really really proud about that. And aside from things that make me proud, things that I'm working on currently, I've been collaborating with Darsh, the other general manager at our City Square location, to work on our curriculum, including upgrades, personalized work that they're doing in the gym, as well as online programs that we've launched after the pandemic came out, the COVID came out. Make me happy too, just because it's you work on something, you've identified this is a skill that's going to be valuable, and then we go through all the planning, and there's days where it's frustrating and you think, oh, this is never going to succeed, it's never going to happen, but then it slowly takes shape, and once you start implementing that and seeing the results that come with it, with the kiddos, the families, that just shows the success, and it makes you even more proud as well. So yeah, a few things that make me happy with what we're doing and the direction we're going at Jump. Family is always top. Um, that's why I'm here. That's who I am. Everything everything I've learned and done, at least early on, especially was because of my family. They've shaped me into the person I am right now. The system you have, your mannerism, your kindness, your honesty, all that comes from family. So family is always number one for me, because they just teach you those things, those intangibles that you're not going to learn elsewhere, or you can't learn after a certain amount of time has passed. So family is always top, and then friends and loved ones, and then the last one would just be yourself, in a way of like being selfish, like, oh, I want everything good for me. It's just about understanding who you are as a person, and you know, using that knowledge everywhere you go in the day, and being aware of yourself and your emotions and your reactions. And I think you really need to does at a certain stage. For some people it's really early on, for some people it's later on in their life, but I think you need to understand yourself and to understand how you react, and that people so really just taking care of yourself first before you try to change everyone else in the world. So that's it. That's my trifecta: family, friends, and a little bit of me time. The kids laughing and smiling and having a good time is what just brings it all together, and it makes you enjoy your work. There's obviously high stress moments. There's moments where longer hours, or you have to train, you have to plan, you have to coach, all that stuff. It's with every job. It's with life. But when you see the sparkle in their eyes, and just their voices in the gym, and them running around, and just everything about them is what keeps me going. And that's the reason we're here in this job. We're not here because we make millions of dollars. We love what we do, and we love making a difference and being a positive role model in these kids' lives. So the the most basic answer, I would say, it's really the first thing you're aware of when you walk into Jump, but it's the most critical thing. It's the most important thing, and it's the reason we're all here. So that beats out any numbers, any accomplishments, any accolades, any trophies, they pale in comparison to the sound of a kid having a good time and laughing and enjoying themselves, being comfortable. The fact that I speak 3 languages, if you didn't know, that's a good one too. So I speak Farsi, which was my first language. My parents were born in Iran, so was my older brother. I'm born in Canada, but I spoke that right from the get-go. And then French as well. I did French immersion all throughout elementary, high school, and post-secondary. It's the language I'm speaking right now, Dutch. Me, I would say the first one would maybe be how can you motivate my child? How can I get my child to do this? Or how can I make sure my child is doing this? Uh, that would be the first one. Second would be, I think, how do you balance everything? That would be a good one because that's something that I'm still trying to figure out and to work on. So I don't. It does. Third one would probably be teach me. Can you teach me this skill? How do I do this? How can I learn this skill? I had so much fun. Keep the questions coming.